Is there anything more magical than waking up on Christmas morning to a world transformed by fresh snow? The sight of rooftops and trees blanketed in white, the gentle hush that settles over the town, and the soft glow of morning light reflecting off the snow create a scene straight out of a holiday storybook. The familiar streets are suddenly quiet, hushed under a layer of white. Even the usual sounds of the city seem to pause, replaced by the peaceful silence that only a snowy morning can bring. The hope for a white Christmas is a tradition, a shared wish that connects us all during the festive season. It's a dream that brings families and friends together, filling hearts with anticipation and joy. Imagine sipping hot chocolate while watching snowflakes drift down, each one unique, as the world outside turns into a winter wonderland. The warmth of the mug in your hands makes the moment even more special. Or hearing the satisfying crunch of snow under your boots as you head out for a winter walk, breathing in the crisp, fresh air, and feeling the excitement of the season all around you. For children, snow means building snowmen, snowball fights, and endless laughter echoing through the frosty air. These simple joys create memories that last a lifetime. And of course, sledging down hills with delight, cheeks rosy from the cold, as families and friends share in the fun together. Even adults can't help but feel the joy of a snow day, a rare chance to slow down, reconnect with loved ones, and truly appreciate the beauty of nature's winter magic. As we look ahead to Christmas 2025, the big question returns: will we get our wish for a snowy holiday? The anticipation grows as the days get shorter and the air turns colder. Let's explore the chances for some of Europe's most beloved cities and see where the dream of a snowy Christmas morning might just come true this year. When we talk about a white Christmas, what do we actually mean? For many, the phrase conjures up images of snow-covered rooftops, twinkling lights reflected in icy streets, and the magical hush that only fresh snowfall can bring. But is there an official definition for this festive phenomenon? Officially, a white Christmas is recorded when at least one snowflake is observed falling during the 24 hours of Christmas Day, no matter how briefly or lightly it falls. But for most of us, the dream goes beyond a single flake. It's about waking up to a world transformed overnight, with a thick, sparkling blanket of snow covering everything in sight. To create this winter wonderland, two key ingredients are needed: cold air and moisture. Without both, snow simply can't form or last. The temperature in the clouds and at ground level must be at or below freezing, otherwise snowflakes melt before they ever reach the earth. If the ground is too warm, even the prettiest snowfall will quickly turn to slush or disappear entirely, leaving only wet streets behind. But cold air alone isn't enough. There must also be plenty of moisture in the atmosphere. Only then can snowflakes form, grow, and drift down to earth. This moisture usually arrives with weather fronts, which sweep in from the Atlantic or other regions, bringing damp air into cold areas primed for snow. The perfect setup for a white Christmas is when a moist weather front collides with a mass of cold air, creating ideal conditions for snowfall. The timing, however, has to be just right. If the cold or the moisture arrives too early or too late, the opportunity for snow on Christmas Day can slip away in an instant. That's why forecasting a white Christmas is so tricky, even for experienced meteorologists. The variables are many and the margin for error is small, but it's also what makes the possibilities so exciting. The anticipation, the hope, and the surprise of waking up to snow make the tradition magical year after year. So, Will the cold and moisture align for Christmas 2025? The answer is always uncertain, but the hope remains strong. Let's take a closer look at the patterns shaping Europe's winter and see what might be in store for this year's holiday season. Europe's winter weather is shaped by a tug-of-war between cold Siberian air, milder Atlantic air, and polar blasts from the north. The Atlantic Ocean, especially the Gulf Stream, often brings mild, wet air to cities like London and Paris. For snow, this Atlantic influence must be blocked by high pressure, allowing cold air from the north or east to move in. An Arctic blast can bring freezing air and snow, while an east wind from Siberia can deliver deep cold and, sometimes, heavy snow. Early long-range models for Christmas 2025 hint at a weaker jet stream, making blocking patterns and cold air outbreaks more likely. This doesn't guarantee a white Christmas, but it keeps the dream alive for many cities. So, what does this mean for your holiday plans? For Londoners, the dream of waking up to a true white Christmas is a rare and cherished one. Each year, as December approaches, the city waits in anticipation, hoping for that magical dusting of snow. The city's southern location, combined with the urban heat generated by millions of people and vehicles, usually keeps significant snowfall at bay, leaving the streets wet rather than white. Most years, Christmas in London is mild, damp and drizzly, with rain more common than snow. Still, hope never truly fades, and Londoners keep wishing for a festive transformation. For 2025, the chance of a snow-covered London remains low, about 10 to 15%, according to forecasters. The odds are slim, but not zero. However, the likelihood of seeing at least a few snowflakes drifting down is a bit higher, especially if a sudden cold snap happens to coincide with a passing Atlantic weather system. Temperatures are expected to hover between 2 and 8 degrees Celsius, cold enough for a chill in the air, but not quite enough for snow to stick around for long. For snow to truly settle and blanket the city, London would need a longer, more persistent cold spell, which, at the moment, looks unlikely according to current forecasts. So, as you plan your holiday outings, pack plenty of layers and a reliable waterproof coat. But don't forget to keep an eye on the forecast. Sometimes, a surprise festive flurry can catch everyone off guard and bring unexpected joy. Even a fleeting moment of snow, no matter how brief, can bring a sense of winter magic and excitement to the capital, creating memories that last long after the flakes have melted. Will London see a white Christmas this year? It's a long shot, but as history has shown, it's never truly impossible. So keep your fingers crossed for a little holiday wonder. Paris with snow is a dream. Imagine the Eiffel Tower sparkling against a white backdrop. But like London, a white Christmas in Paris is rare, with odds around 10% for 2025. Westerly winds from the Atlantic usually bring mild, damp weather, with temperatures between 3 and 9 degrees Celsius. Only a strong, high-pressure block could bring the cold needed for snow, but that's uncertain. So, plan for a cool, possibly rainy holiday, but keep your fingers crossed for a magical flurry. Berlin's continental climate means colder winters and a much better chance of snow. For Christmas 2025, Berlin stands out with a 35 to 40% chance of a white Christmas. The city sits between milder Atlantic air and cold continental air, making snow more likely. Temperatures are expected to hover around freezing, with overnight lows well below zero. If precipitation arrives, it's likely to fall as snow and settle. Pack for a true winter, warm coats, thermal layers, and sturdy boots. Berlin could deliver the classic winter wonderland this Christmas. In southern Europe, Christmas looks very different. Madrid and Rome rarely see snow. Odds are less than 1% for 2025. Madrid's high plateau brings cold nights, but the climate is dry and sunny, with daytime highs around 8 to 12 degrees Celsius. Rome's Mediterranean influence keeps things mild, with highs of 10 to 15 degrees. Expect bright days, cool evenings, and festive markets under the sun. Pack a jacket and sunglasses, not snow boots. The Christmas spirit is just as vibrant even without snow. For a milder holiday, these cities are perfect escapes. If you want a guaranteed white Christmas, head to Moscow. The Russian capital is deep in winter by late December, with snow cover and sub-zero temperatures the norm. For 2025, the chance of a white Christmas is over 90%. Daytime highs will likely stay below -5 degrees Celsius, with nights much colder. Any new precipitation will add to the thick blanket of snow. Moscow's festive markets and ice rinks create a magical winter scene. Extreme winter clothing is essential. Think insulated coats, thermal layers, and sturdy boots. In Moscow, a white Christmas isn't a dream. It's a certainty. Europe's Christmas weather in 2025 will be as varied as its landscapes. Moscow is certain to be snowy, while Madrid and Rome will be bright and mild. Berlin stands a strong chance for snow, while London and Paris hold out hope for a festive flurry. The key players are the jet stream and air masses. If blocking patterns form, cold air could reach further west. For most, a cool and damp Christmas is likely, but surprises are always possible. Whether your holiday is white, wet, or sunny, the spirit of Christmas shines through. Plan for the weather, but cherish the celebrations. As the big day approaches, forecasts will sharpen. Until then, keep dreaming of that perfect Christmas morning. Happy holidays!